Iron where there should be flesh, steam where there should be breath. A man rebuilt, rivet by rivet, after the sea tried to claim what was mine. I didn't come into this world carved from metal. The years made me hard, but she finished the work. The white leviathan, the beast that broke my body and set my fate in iron. But you deserve to know how it began. Before the metal, before the scars, before the sea marked me as its enemy. I wasn't always the iron puppet you see now. Once I was whole, bone, blood, and a will sharper than any harpoon iron. The sea had taken its pound of flesh from me over the years, but I still stood strong enough to chase the one thing that haunted every captain before me. I searched every corner of the coast for men brave or foolish enough to follow me. I chose my men the way a storm chooses its path, hard and without apology. They were the toughest the ports could offer, sailors hammered by war, tempests, and the cold arithmetic of the sea. Men who knew death by name and still raised their hands to follow me. They thought they were joining a grand expedition. They didn't know they were stepping into my obsession. They signed on for glory. What they signed was their fate. The port trembled with smoke and metal as we prepared the Iron Gale, my ship. We loaded harpoons reinforced with gearwork, chains coiled like steel serpents, engines humming with hunger. When we cast off, I felt the wind shift. The kind of shift an old New England sailor learns to respect. It meant something was coming. I felt destiny turning its gears. Everything in me pointed toward her, and I knew. Somewhere ahead, she moved through the deep. We hunted her across black waters for months. Storms tore at us like wolves. Waves rose tall enough to blot out the sky. We found the bones of shattered ships, masts snapped clean, hulls torn open as if by God's own hand. It wore on the men. You could see it in their eyes. The kind of fear that sinks into the soul. They whispered at night, spoke of signs and omens, talked of turning back. But no true captain veers from his course. Not after the seas have carved him into a man the deep itself can't bend. One night, the crew pressed me hard on the quarterdeck, said we'd gone too far, risked too much, that the sea had marked us for death, demanded we return home. They were wrong. Death hadn't come for us. It came for her. And then, the sea answered for me. The water rose beneath us like a mountain. And then she breached, the white leviathan, titanic, ancient, her eye cold as moonlight, a pale colossus tearing out of the deep, as if the sea itself had come alive to judge us. Every man fell silent, even the wind held its breath. I whispered only 3 words: arm the cannons. We tailed her across open waters for 3 more long months. The men followed out of fear, out of wonder, out of something they couldn't name. We kept constant watch, shifts rolling without mercy, steel ready, eyes never leaving the line where sea met sky. And I walked the deck with the certainty of a man who's stared down fate before and refused to yield. As if the sea itself were daring me to finish what I started. When the moment came, the sky was split with lightning. We struck first, unleashing iron and fire in a thunderous volley, chains and steel crashing like Judgment Day itself. The Leviathan answered with a roar that shook the keel. We loosed every cannon, every bolt, every last breath of the engines. But the beast was older than iron and twice as relentless. She rammed the ship. Men were dragged into the deep. Others lost their grip on fear and reason alike. Voices turned to screams. Courage to panic. Resolve to ruin. The sea claiming bodies, minds, and whatever spirit we had left. With one final blow, she cracked the iron gale in two. The sea swallowed us whole. I came to in the cold dark, clutching a shard of my own ship. Alone. She rose again, silent this time. Her massive head breached the surface. The water stilled around her, as if the world itself were holding its breath. Her eye watched me, judging, weighing. I told her, you should finish it. If you leave me breathing, I'll come for you again. She circled once, then slipped into the deep, left me to the wreckage and the future that followed. Now you understand why I rebuilt myself, why I forged this iron body piece by piece, a man forged by sea and iron both. I gathered the sum of mankind's war-born creations. A storm of steel and fury bound to my command. This time, I will not chase her. She will flee from me. She'll feel the weight of me coming. I'll bring the whole sea down upon her if I must. Prepare the engines. We move at dawn.